Hi, Trevor Qualls here. We're back in Fairview again today. We're going to check out one of our customer TA's bees here in Fairview, and want you to kind of see what generally we do this on the third day. This will be our third day inspection. We had some bad rainstorms here in Tennessee, so this is actually not the third day, it's actually the fifth day. But we want you to see what you can expect to see when you go to remove your queen cage. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove our lid. We just want to turn that upside down, and then we're going to take a look at the feeder. In this particular instance, we have sugar syrup in the feeder. The bees are feeding. We're going to go ahead and leave the inner cover on so the bees don't get in the sugar water, and then we have to go fishing them out. But we're just going to remove this feeder, and we're going to set it right over the inner cover, just like so. And as you can see, the bees are doing very well. You can see right in here, we can kind of blow on the bees, that the bees have attached some comb that we can see right here. So I'm just going to gently take my hive tool and kind of cut that loose. Oh, and we dropped a piece, which is okay. We'll get that out in later. But I'm going to go ahead, and they've kind of stuck this together. I'm going to go ahead and pop this loose. Get our queen cage out. Wow, we're glued in here. But we're going to go ahead and remove this queen cage gently as possible. And as you can see, there's some worker bees in there. No, that's not the queen, so we can go ahead and shake the bees off of that, set it aside. And now we're going to go actually in here and pull a frame out. Take a look at what we got. And I'm going to take and reach down inside. You can see where the piece of comb has fell. Right down in here. So I'm just going to reach right down in there. And I'm going to pull that out. And go ahead and shake the bees off. If nectar comes out, it's no big deal. The bees will fix it back. Nice piece of clean comb. Set that to the side, and we can save stuff like that for later uses on different projects. But we can see here, so far the bees are looking good. Just going to check and see if our queen has started laying just yet. Kind of keep an eye out and see how I'm holding the frame up over the top of the box. I'm not getting off the top of the box. It's kind of cool today. The bees could ball up around a queen and pull her off of the frame, so I want to be very careful of that. Now I'm just going to ease that right back down in here and kind of bump the frames together a little bit to give them a gentle nudge. Let them get time to get out of the way. And I'm going to work these frames all back together very gently. Try not to smash any bees. The reason why I want to do that is I want to inspect what they're doing. See, they're already pulling comb on the outside of the frame here. Just trying to see what's going on. The bees look nice and healthy. We're not seeing any signs of nosema or dysentery or anything like that. And we're going to work gradually over. Generally speaking, I didn't bring mine with me today, but I would have a frame holder out here to put the frame on. So we're going to just set this one. I've already checked it for the queen, so we're just going to set that down right beside the hive, lean it up on the hive. And again, we see that they're already drawing good comb. No problems there. And we can see they're already bringing pollen in too on their legs, so that's a good sign. But it means that we have a queen and they're working like that. And we have fresh eggs, so we definitely have a good laying queen. I don't know if you can see that or not on the camera there, right in the bottom of the cells. But here, let me steady my hand. Yeah, it looks just like a small third of a grain of rice is what you're looking for in the bottom of the cells. And again, if you need the bees to move out of the way, you can just blow on them. Carbon dioxide bees don't like, they'll move out of the way for you. So now that we know that we have a laying queen, we're going to take this frame and we're going to hive and very gently just push them back together. And we're going to put it back in the same order that we found it in. So we're going to bump these frames up together, see how the bees get out of the way so that we don't smash them. And then we're going to move this one and ease it back over into place. And then we're going to take our frame this way, face it back the same way that we did before, put it right back into the hive. And then we don't want to leave all this room over on one side of the box. We want to push the frames back over and recenter them, just like so, so that the bees don't pull comb on the side walls of the box. If they start pulling comb on the side walls of the box, that's an indication that you're out of room. But now we're just going to put the feeder back on this hive and wait for them. They're starting to draw out from the center, and we're going to wait for them to get to frame 2. In this particular hive is a 10 frame hive, so we would wait to frame 2 and 9 to put another box on. If this were an 8 frame hive, we would wait till frame 1 and frame 8 were 90% drawn out, and then when we would be ready for another box. But at this particular time, we're going to put this feeder back on. Notice how I got my fingers back in between the feeder and the box again. And I'm going to gradually ease it back down and pull my fingers out and then realign this feeder. Now, in the case that the queen would not have gotten out, maybe that the candy, you can see that the candy that was on the previous video is completely gone now. But if the candy had not been eaten, maybe was made just a little bit hard or whatever, then that's where the cork on the other end that we didn't take out comes in. Only after the 3rd day, the evening of the 4th day, would we then take and pop that cork out and throw our thumb over the cork. We would pull the entrance reducer out of the entrance and slide the queen cage into the entrance and let the queen walk in. If you basically, and the reason why we put that in there face up like that is if we were to let her go on the top bars of the frames, then have you ever seen a bird come out of a cage? More than apt she'll fly off. So then that's a $25 mistake. You would have to re-queen at that particular point. And the other thing is, you don't ever want to pull this screen off and then flip it over and put it on the top bars of the frames, because as soon as you let go of that queen, more chances than not she'll fly off. So that's just a couple of things to remember. And again, those methods are only to be used if she's not released after the 3rd day and waiting till the evening of the 4th day and going back and checking it. So that's just a couple of things to keep in mind. We can save little pieces of wax like this that we can later melt down and use for lip balms. We can use them for candles. We can use them for a variety of different things. We can make our own foundation and different things like that as well. So just keep those things picked up from around the hive. You don't want to throw them on the ground. They draw wax moths and different things. So try to keep around the hive clean. So until next time, until we do another video, remember to click the share button, click the like button, let us know, comment, see what it is that we can do to help you to further your education in beekeeping. Thanks again.